Hi, welcome to week one. So in this video, I will be going through what you need to complete for week one and going through sort of the nitty-gritties of various assignments. This is the first time you'll ever be doing any of these things, so all of the assignments this week will be graded complete and incomplete. You either do them or you don't. In the future, that won't always be the case, but for this week, all assignments are graded complete and incomplete because I just want you to get your feet wet and figure out how these things work. So this week we are, of course, getting oriented to the class, but we also are going to start looking at the impact that communication choices have on ourselves and on our relationships. And that's what you'll be reading about in the first two chapters of your book. You'll also want to watch the first 4 episodes of Friday Night Lights and read an article from The Atlantic called "Is Facebook Making Us Lonely?" To get to that article, you'll click on this link. It should take you right there. If it doesn't for some reason, you can always Google "Is Facebook Making Us Lonely?" and it will come right up. Or let me know and I can try to help you if you're having trouble getting to it. The assignments that you'll complete based on these readings are the standard assignments you'll do all quarter. So the very first one is contributing to the Friday Night Lights wiki. So this is a little complex, so I'm going to take you through it step by step. And again, you'll do it every week, so hopefully taking a little bit more time this first time will help you be successful throughout the quarter. So each week you need to make one contribution to the Friday Night Lights wiki. And the Friday Night Lights wiki is basically a repository of information from Friday Night Lights and from your textbook. What I'm looking for you to do while you watch Friday Night Lights and learn about those characters and those relationships is make connections between what you see in the show and what you're reading about in your textbook. Then when you take your midterm and your final, you will answer questions about the relationships on Friday Night Lights and the content from your textbook. So basically what you're doing throughout the quarter is working with your classmates to build one big study guide. So this might be something new for some of you. It might be something you've done before, but I think it will be a really great resource for you and give you a great opportunity to draw connections between what you're viewing and what you're reading. So the way this works is each week you'll have an assignment that looks like this with a link to the Friday Night Lights wiki page, which you'll click here. That wiki will come up like this. Now, in order for you to work on it, I've sort of set up some structures. So I set up episode summaries, which show each episode and the word summary. So someone could come in and write the summary for an episode. And then there's a space called interpersonal communication connections, and then I listed each of the chapters. So as you're reading and watching and getting ready to make your post to the wiki, you will decide whether you are going to write an episode summary or part of an episode summary, or whether you've seen something in your textbook that you want to comment on. So once you know what it is you want to say, you'll click Edit, and then you'll get a page that looks like this. In order to edit, you'll just come in to wherever you are and start typing. There you go. So you've made an edit. You might say, okay, I have a connection to add as well, in which case you might put down here, and this is bold right now, but you could unbold it if you want, I hope. There we go. So this is a connection to the textbook. So one thing I would like you to do to help yourself and help others is if you use a vocab word, which I expect that you will, you want to bold that word, and that's so that you can find it again later. So if this is the sort of question that comes up on the exam, then you can come back and look at the wiki and say, okay, self-presentation goal, boom, there it is. So once you've done this, you can say save down here in the corner, and then your changes will be saved along with any other changes that classmates make. I can come back in and look at the editing log for this page, so that's how I know that you've completed it. If you look at the assignment that this came off of, a lot of times when you submit assignments in Canvas, it will show that something's been submitted. In this case, nothing will show. right? Nothing will show that it's been submitted. So don't freak out. I will be sure to go in and give you points for it when the week is over. Every week, I'm going to go through and look at those edits and the contributions, and the one that I think is the strongest, I will give that person an extra credit point to use on their exam, either the midterm or the final. So it's worth your while in a number of ways to provide strong contributions to the board. So that's the board, and again, let me know if you've got questions. Then you've got a discussion board this week and every week, and each week I'll be asking you to answer questions. And so these responses are due Thursday at 11:59 p.m. On Friday, you'll be assigned peer reviews, and you'll need to go back through and comment on the people you've been assigned for peer reviews. You can take a look at what that will look like by following this link here, and this takes you to a Canvas support center that answers questions about peer reviews, but then of course you can always ask me questions. This week I'd also like you to add a photo of yourself so we can see what you look like. There's mine down there. And this link will show you how to add a photo. In future weeks we'll be using a rubric for this, but for this week I just want you to get started and try it and see how it works. If you've never used a Canvas discussion board before, to make a post, you hit this reply button here, and then you can type just like you would in editing a wiki page, like your Friday Night Lights wiki. So that's the discussion board. The next thing I'm asking you to do, and I will again ask you to do this every week, and I mentioned this in my email to you yesterday, is make a video. So as you can tell, having a video tells you more about the person. You can see their face, you can see their nonverbals, you can hear their voice, and this is something that's really important for me to be able to understand how you are interpreting and absorbing and using the material from our class. So each week I ask you to make a short video that will look something like this, and answer some questions. And sometimes I'll ask you to invite other people from your life to have a conversation with you so that I can see you interact with other people too. So this week, I'd like you to read this article, Is Facebook Making Us Lonely? And then answer these questions about that article and about yourself. This week, I'll grade the assignment complete, incomplete, but in the future, I'll be grading it based on this rubric. So you'll want to take a look at what that looks like. I think the easiest way to record a video is with YouTube. And so you can record right into YouTube and then share it with me as an unlisted link. That unlisted link is something that no one else can see, just me or anyone else you share the link with. But you also can record media right in Canvas, and that it will work the same way. So this link here will show you how to do it right in Canvas. The others will show you how to upload a video in YouTube. You might be able to use your phone for this. You might need to go out and find a web camera. You might have a camera built into your computer already. But that's something you want to be troubleshooting this week so you can get the video done by Sunday. Please let me know if you are running into insurmountable trouble with this. I don't want you to be banging your head against the wall, right? This is something that I know might take some time for you to work out as a system, but we do need to get it worked out. I have some tools to help you with that. You just need to get in touch with me. When you're ready to submit your video, what you'll do is click this Submit Assignment over here. This box will pop open. If you've got a file that's coming off of a phone or a camcorder or something like that, you can upload it here. If you've got a URL, you can share the URL with me here. Or if you're recording right in Canvas, you'll click this Media button and push Record. So that is the vlog. And then finally, you have Learning Curve. And again, Learning Curve is something that you'll be using every week. This is something that comes with your textbook. And so it loads this strange window, and then you'll click this link here, Load Learning Curve Chapter 1. And then you'll have to go through the Bedford St. Martin sign up basically to get to your content. And again, this is something that I will go in and look at the backside of and be able to see that you've completed it. Let's see how I'm doing with my password here. And the content will load. Here it is. So you might have to jump through some hoops to get there the first time. When you get there the first time, you will see something like this, and it is basically an interactive quiz. And the quiz is smart. So basically, as you answer questions about the content in your book, it will change the questions that you see. So if you're getting things really well, you will no longer see questions around that content. If you're struggling with certain areas, you will see more questions about that content. So you need to complete this with a certain score, which is I think 60%. So it's not very high. As long as you complete it with 60%, you'll get full credit for the assignment. And so you'll need to do this for both chapters that you read every week. Again, I'm not totally sure how successful this is going to be. Like I told you in my email, this is a test, right? I'm seeing whether it works or not. And I think the tool is great, but what I'm worried about is you getting there successfully. So as you're trying to log in and get there, please let me know how it's going and let me know if there's trouble that I might be able to help you with. There's some other ways to get there too that I can show you, but I like to try to keep things simple. So you'll have 2 of those that you need to do this week. And again, just like with the wiki, it won't show anything as being submitted in Canvas. It's something that I've got to go to that external site, check to see that you've done it, and then give you points for it. So that is what we have planned for week 1. Hopefully this video helps you work through the different pieces. Please, like I said many times, let me know if you have questions, and especially if you're getting frustrated. There's no reason for you to be, really losing it or getting angry about how things work. Just let me know. I want to help you. So just let me know and I'll help you work out any challenges that you're facing. I expect them. I know that they're going to be there. And as long as we can be flexible together about getting through it, I'll always do right by you. So just let me know. Thanks. I look really forward to getting to know you better.